To listen to Captain and Company in the morning, log into the Streaming Pulse app. Since Streaming Pulse is the server farm for which you broadcast from, you might as well download their app. Go to genre, click hip hop and R&B, and there you have us. Yet another way to enjoy Captain and Company in the morning on oldschool101.com. That's the Streaming Pulse app. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track. Daytona. A last chance to keep playoff hopes alive and for fans to experience an event unlike any other. NASCAR Weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Orlando, get ready to experience a night of R&B hits after hits. It's the R&B Music Experience Keith Sweat Birthday Celebration. Friday, July 22nd at the Amway Center, Orlando, Florida, with Keith Sweat. With a performance like you've never seen before on his birthday, Keith Sweat. It's going to be an epic music experience with Monica, Tevin Campbell, Tamar Braxton, Genuine, 112, and Silk. It's the R&B Music Experience Keith Sweat Birthday Celebration, Friday, July 22nd at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. Tickets on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Another Global Events production.
Make some noise!
Oldschool101.com. WFCH Digital Broadcast.
Number 1.
Winter Park, Orlando, Florida.
They're Americans!
Part of the Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network.
Text your friends.
Copyright 2022.
The one and only. You're rocking with the best.
Our primary objective is to keep the groove.
Do you know someone with a drug or alcohol problem? Get help right now. Insurance may cover everything. Stop the drug and alcohol nightmare. Are drug and alcohol problems hitting you too close to home? Get help right now. Insurance may cover everything.
800-758-9761. 800-758-9761. 800-758-9761. That's 800-758-9761.
Power on.
About time. We're going to start the party without you.
Let's get the show going.
Captain Company
is now boarding.
Gate
2022. The thoughts and opinions expressed on Captain Company do not reflect those of the Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network, my union, its affiliates, and or sponsors. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Captain Company Internet Airways flight number 2012 with nonstop hits for grown folk from Central Florida. My name is Tammy, and I will be your head flight attendant this morning, along with Reese, the producer. If there is anything I can do to make this show more enjoyable for you this morning, please don't hesitate to let me know by ringing or texting 407-304-0488. The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign, so please sit back and relax and enjoy Captain and Company, now via your favorite online station.
Well, good morning from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Our primary objective is to keep the groove.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Mike. What day is it, Mike? Listen, guess what today is?
It's 2 for Tuesday.
On 2 turntables, he applies the tricks. Not even Betty Crocker has a better mix.
Drink them up, drink them down, and smoke them if you got them.
Tell it.
Hit it.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
It's 2 for Tuesday.
Oh my God! No, that's me killed in this moving CB radio show, and I don't even have a handle.
Do it on a dance floor. Try it in Tokyo. Keep dancing. Keep dancing. Try on just something new for the year 82. Wrap a towel around your neck. Hook on your shorties too. Keep dancing. Keep dancing. Approaching, haven't got time to waste. Keep dancing, keep dancing, keep dancing. No one's perfect but the man up above. If you don't reach your goal, share the rest with love. Keep dancing, keep dancing, keep dancing. Strange place, even in outer space. Do it on a dance floor. Try it in Tokyo. Keep dancing. Keep dancing. Bend your waist, take your time, set your pace. The summer is approaching, haven't got time to waste. Keep dancing. E-R-O-D-I-C. A-E-R-O-D-I-C.
That's when y'all used to go work out at the gym when you were 100 100 pounds finer and a whole lot, well, lighter.
We're rolling, Captain.
There's no need to fear.
Captain and Company in the morning
is here.
It's different this time.
You know this ain't no place for no kids.
And no, you can't have a lap dance.
He talks more than a phonograph record.
Do you want to have a party? Do you want to have a ball? Do you want to make a scene? Then scream!
Roses are red, violets are blue. Can I say road trip in July? I mean to tell you. 17 after the hour on the second day of the Dr. Jerome going home party. Oh my goodness, I've got some details to tell you, and a little scuttlebutt included. Flight number 2456. At least we're on time. We're not like flying out of Newark or OIA. Details on that one coming up. Also going to hear from Slick Vic. And it's two songs from your favorite artist back to back, side to side, or two songs that got something to do with one another. Trust me, on this day where it's 108 degrees in Britain and these people are crying, stop drinking hot tea.
Tears, no fears, man. Oh, is that right? Respect it, don't neglect it. All right, my brother. Treat it, don't beat him. All right, baby.
Wheels up, flaps down. Let's fly.
Texas 1549, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
You can always return to Orlando. You like it? Tell me what you're working with.
Why would you drink hot tea when it's 108 degrees? I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Slick Vic, where you at, brother?
Good morning, Captain. Wouldn't it make sense to drink cold tea or cold brew coffee when you have temperatures in the triple digits, and then you drink the hot stuff when it's cold?
You would think so, but these people over those blokes across the pond, I mean, this is what happens when you get rid of your prime minister or run him out. Now y'all don't know what to do. Kind of like...
anarchy.
Yes, it's kind of like getting rid of the queen ant in the anthill.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was cheating around with a worker ant, and so now you've got all sorts of craziness going on in the wild world we live in. What's going on, Slickster?
Good morning, my friend. Continuing our homage to the late, great Dr. Jerome, or his going away celebration, day number 2, as you stated earlier.
Yes, I found out from his sister, at least I can say this much, that there will be a ceremony of some type, and I will divulge that a little later, next Saturday, the 30th, up in Sanford. So more details as we get closer to the date. So even Andre Portier, I had a chance to talk to him yesterday about this crazy situation, and he was mad. Well, how come you ain't call and tell me when he passed away? Why? What were you going to do on Saturday morning? What, you were going to go to the VA and see him off or something? Like, like he's boarding a jet plane going somewhere? I mean, really? Why do people act that way? I don't get it. They get mad when they find out something late.
But have problems getting you something early and or on time.
Thank you. I don't understand it. I just don't. It's almost as irritant to me as somebody telling me a story that I've already known. What the hell do you think I do out here all day? Watch TV and know stories, but people still want to come in and say, oh, did you hear about this? I don't need to hear about that.
Because I already know about that.
It's like I'm telling you to do something, but you don't do it. But you don't listen, but you tell me what to do. See, I'm just tired. I'm tired. Now I just look at him and I turn around and I go lay down. I can't deal with it.
I shake my head and go about my business that I was doing.
Yes, I will probably die of a heart attack or stroke with dealing with other people's foolishness. So that's why I just turn around. I don't want to hear it. I'm out. I'd rather be by myself on an island, quiet, and watch the stupidity go by. Kind of like I got one for you.
Yes.
To start our festivities on a 2 for Tuesday. Do they have air conditioning in the subway trains in London?
I would not know. I have not been out that far.
Well, neither have I. But I'm just saying, common sense.
Oh, you would think they would.
You would,
But
yes.
actually, you know what they may have, Captain?
What they
may have one of those Arctic those mini Arctic shells, and they just put them like every 5 rows of seats on the subways, and they don't be cooling a damn thing off.
Hold it. That's not that. How did you know? Where is it now? I know.
Because you told me about it last week, and I see it in Walmart all the time when I'm walking in there doing my shopping.
Okay, look, I'm going to come back to that Arctic thing. Trust me, because I got a good one for you. I thought I was at a discotheque the other day when I turned mine on, but details forthcoming on this 2 for Tuesday right here on Captain Company in the morning. And if you still got liquor, you can drink them up, drink them down, and smoke them if you got them.
You had to be the one to say it. You couldn't keep it our secret. Oh no, all over town, everybody's talking. It ain't no secret anymore. You are the one. My confidence you've been betraying. I don't know what to do. 'Cause the word is out that you and I love, yeah. That you and I love, that you and I been getting it on. The word is out and I love, yeah. And I love that you and I been getting it on, get on, get on, get on, get on. There's nothing left to do but stop it. I won't repeat it. Oh no, I won't. I can't stand the gossip out on the streets now. How could they see us behind closed doors? Why did you have to tell them? I told you not to say a word. Why did you have to say it? We were never seen, never seen. Now I can't believe the word is out. And I've been getting it on. The word is out. That you and I love, that you and I love, that you and I've been getting it on. The word is out. That you and I love, yeah. I love that you and I've been getting it on. The word is out. That you and I love, yeah. I love that you and I've been getting it on.
Drink them up, drink them down, smoke them if you got them. On this 2 for Tuesday, the Dr. Jerome Going Home Party Day number 2. Everybody talk, piece of Jody. Oh, that, never mind. 31 after the hour, Captain Company on the Captain Company Radio Network at 11:20. This is what I want you to do. I want you to make sure that you're close to your web-enabled device so you can hear our broadcast, because we're going to talk about something that everybody does not like to talk about. When you check out of here, people, I've heard some things that just bother me, and we need to discuss this. When you or your loved ones check out of here, you must get a few things situated before they pass on, die, leave us. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. And if you don't do it, you could end up in a situation kind of like, well, our good friend Dr. Jerome. So, Slick Vic, 11:20.
We'll be ready.
Okay, you'll be ready. I'll be ready. We'll be ready.
We interrupt this program for a special announcement.
Captain and Company in the morning on this 2 for Tuesday as we continue our celebration of the great Dr. Jerome. Slick Vic with some news you can use to start your day.
Members of the House January 6th committee expect the Secret Service today to meet a deadline for giving the panel reportedly deleted text messages that agents sent around the Capitol riot. A member of the committee, Congresswoman Elaine Lurie, told CNN on Sunday that the committee needs to find out whether the Secret Service deleted text messages related to the riot. The committee subpoenaed the Secret Service last week for messages. Meanwhile, a trial has begun for former White House advisor Steve Bannon for refusing to cooperate with the committee. He told the press that the committee is putting on a show trial.
I think we'd have been more productive if we'd been on Capitol Hill in front of open mics addressing the nation with exactly all this nonsense, this show trial they've been putting up on Capitol Hill. It's nothing but a show trial. It's time they start having other witnesses. They can give other testimony other than what they've been putting up.
Bannon faces contempt for his failure to appear for a deposition. He's argued that his testimony is protected by former President Donald Trump's claim of executive privilege.
Chief White House medical advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci is saying he will step down before the end of President Biden's term. Fauci made comments today in an interview with Politico. Dr. Fauci has served as the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases since 1984 and was elevated to the role of chief medical advisor to the president when Biden took office in 2021. He's been at the helm of this country's COVID response since the pandemic was declared.
The House will vote today to protect same-sex and interracial marriages. The move is a direct confrontation with the Supreme Court, whose conservative majority in overturning Roe v. Wade has sparked concerns that other rights beyond abortion might be in jeopardy. The vote is a political strategy setting up an election year roll call that'll force all lawmakers to go on the record with their views on the issue. It's also part of the legislative branch pushing back on what's seen as an aggressive court intent on revisiting settled laws. The Respect for Marriage Act is expected to pass the House before stalling in the Senate, where most Republicans would block it. In addition, the House last week passed 2 bills that would protect abortion rights and the women who travel across state lines for the procedure.
4 people died Sunday after 2 small planes collided at a North Las Vegas airport, authorities said. The Federal Aviation Administration said a single-engine Piper PA-46 and a single-engine Cessna 172 collided around noon on Sunday. 2 people were in each plane and all 4 died, according to city fire department officials. The names, ages, and hometowns of the victims were not immediately released. National Transportation Safety Board and FAA will investigate. That's a look at the world we live in at this hour. I'll be back at the end of the hour with your entertainment news. And now Captain will explain to me why I'll be needing another raincoat for all this wet stuff that we're going to continue to be getting here in Orlando.
Because it's the rainy season, period, end of story. Now, I want to talk about the weather up north because this is kind of funny to me. It's 104, not 108, 104 in London, England. It's 76 in Toronto, Canada. It's going up to 90, and they're calling for a heat warning. Stop. A heat warning? Really? Bring your ass down here to Florida and talk to me about heat and warnings, for crying out loud. DC, it's 80 degrees on the outside, going up to 90. Kansas City, 76. You're going up to a C note. you owe me a C note for something? Send it anyhow, FedEx or PayPal or Cash App. Send it quick before I change my mind. San Francisco, half of a C note and a nickel. It's 55 outside. 67, partly cloudy skies. LA, you're going up to 87. Right now it's 64. And right here in Orlando, can you believe it's 9:36 a.m.? It's already 83 degrees. 93 later on today. Right here on Captain Company in the morning on a 2 for Tuesday.
Face in the sand, not the last mafioso. I'm a MC cop. Make it say go LL and do the Y. If you think you cannot ride me, yeah boy I bet, cause I ain't met a mother who can do that yet. Trendsetter, I'm better, my rhymes are good. I got a go name plate that says I wish you would. And when battles begin, then I gotta join in. And before my rhyme is over, you know I'ma win. Cool J has arrived, so you better make way. Ask anybody in the crowd, they say the kid don't play. Sport competition, that's my hobby and job. I don't wear disguise because I don't over my. Got a pinpoint rap that makes you feel trapped. So many girls on my jock, I think my phone is tapped. I'm bad. Cool J. Cool J. Yeah, Cool J. Cool J. Cool J. I'm a soldier at war. I'm making sure you don't try to battle me no more. Got concrete rhymes, been rapping for 10 years. And even when I'm bragging, I'm being sincere. MCs can't win, I make them rust like tin. They call me Jaws, my hat is like a shark's fin. Because I'm bad as can be, got my voice on wax. Some brothers think he's making records, now he must have relaxed. I couldn't, I shouldn't, and it'll stay that way. The best rapper you've heard is LL Cool J. Kamikaze, take a look at what I've done. Used to rock in my basement, now I'm number one. Ain't get Allen on time, never standing on line. You wanna try me? First you better learn how to rhyme. I'm the pinnacle, that means I reign supreme. And I'm notorious, I'll crush you like a jelly bean. I'm bad. Suspect was last spotted with 3 other members of his group. A Bobcat, a Elon, and a Country. They are extremely bad, so keep your eyes open. Use extreme caution. Cut them up in chunks. You assumed you heard me and your ego's drunk. I'm devastating. I'm so good it's a shame. Cause I eat rappers like a cannibal. They call me insane. I'm as strong as a bull. Of course you know I am pull. I enjoy what I'm doing. Plus I'm paid in full. Not buckaroo blindside, but bust it out as I say the kind of rhymes that make MCs wish that I die. Never retire or put my mic on the shelf. The baddest rapper in the history of rap itself. Not bitter or mad, just proving I'm bad. You want a hit, give me an hour plus a pen and a pad. MCs retreat, cause they know I can beat them. And eat them in a battle and the ref won't cheat them. I'm the baddest, taking out all rookies. Don't forget Oreos, eat Cool J cookies. I'm bad.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
It's 2 for Tuesday.
Oh my God! Now that's me killed in this moving CB radio show, and I don't even have a handle.
LL Cool J is hard as hell. Battle anybody, I don't care. You tell, I excel. They all fail. Gonna cocktail, double L must rock the bell. I've been waiting and debating for oh so long, till starving like Marvin for a Cool J song. If you cried, I thought I thought you definitely was wrong until you got a
Cool J rocking the bells on a 2 for Tuesday. 2 songs from your favorite artist back to back, side to side. Next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, road trip. We will not be live in studio. We have been invited to hang out with the Jacksonville Jaguars training camp in North Florida. Coverage starts at 8:30 in the morning, runs until 10:30. You will get a best of Captain and Company, and you can watch what's going on at training camp via our social media feeds. How cool is that? Jaguars training camp. Does that mean I get to march around a little bit? Left, left, left. Oh, no. That means I got to do push-ups. And I hate push-ups. Or try to, what do they call it? Lift weights and stuff. No. I'm too old for that. Trust me on that. I'll fall out. Anyhow, join us Wednesday. Next Wednesday, 8:30, 10:30, live from Jacksonville for Jaguars training camp. Right here on Captain Company in the morning.
From the shores of the St. John's, this is BP with your daily dose of sarcastic positivity on your horoscopes. And I know one man who definitely would enjoy a daily dose of sarcastic positivity from time to time. And his advice was really simple.
Drink 'em up, drink 'em down, and smoke 'em if you got 'em.
My only question is, if Uncle Paulie reincarnated as a squirrel, does Dr. Jerome reincarnate as the nut? Never mind, I'm just going to bust on over to horoscopes. Let's get it started with Aries. Reclaim control of things that might be holding you back now. You may find there's an element of restriction to the day that is keeping you from getting you where you want to be. Well, as Proyecto Uno used to say. Sorry, Captain. Should have warned you I was going to do some heavy post-production on this one. Gemini, in general, your spirit is upbeat, freedom-loving, and adventurous. Today, however, you might find that it's a bit more intense and possibly somber, especially when it comes to romantic issues. That's right, because nothing will sober you up faster than a woman coming at you. Cancer, it's important for you to not overanalyze every little detail of your situation right now, especially when it comes to love and romance, because overanalyzation will lead you to underutilization, if you catch my drift. Leo, when it comes to love and romance, you may find yourself in a bit of a pickle. Best to be the pickle than the pickle jar, I imagine. There's a request for greater commitment right now, and you may be unsure about how to respond. I would respond carefully. Virgo, your romantic, sensitive nature comes alive today, and you may find yourself searching for the security of a close lover. Some days, you should just be like Linus and grab the security blanket. It's safer and probably costs you less money. Libra, tension in your romantic life is apt to well up today. Well, it isn't everybody's. More than likely, there are certain responsibilities that you feel you have to attend to that take you away from your intimate experience with one another. That's okay. Take care of business and then come home and take care of business. Scorpio, you could be feeling the pressure of time now. At this point in your life, you may be more aware than ever of your limited time left on this planet. Perhaps you're thinking more about love and romance and how much they mean to you. And if anybody learned anything from Dr. Jerome, it's you got to take advantage of the time you got on this earth, because you never know, tomorrow may be it. Listen and learn, people. Sagittarius, situations regarding love and romance are likely to get much heavier and more intense right now. Are you ready to make a deeper commitment to the one you love? Yes. Well, I don't know. That's me. It may be quite hard for you to make a solid commitment because you could be wary of the freedom you'll lose. Yes, that's true. Sacrifice. Capricorn, the love and romance department should be going pretty well for you now. This is the time to probe more deeply into your current affair with that person who catches your eye. They said probing. Aquarius, your incredible passion and creativity are taking center stage. It's also quite possible that there's a great restlessness within you, egging you on to take things to the next level. Don't worry, press secretary. He ain't going anywhere. That just means he's going to show up at your house. Will he be wearing pants? I don't know. Pisces, you may be feeling a bit reserved today, especially when it comes to issues involving love and romance yourself. Follow your instincts and know that your hesitation isn't unfounded. Sometimes it's good to slow down and question the road you're on. Just make sure that you pay attention to where you're driving. Taurus, be selective when it comes to expressing your passion today. Yeah, amen. Remember that less is more, and you don't have to use a tremendous number of bells and whistles in order to get your point across. Just an occasional honking of a horn will do, I guess. From the shores of the St. John's, this is BP. God rest you, Dr. Jerome. I didn't know you as much as everybody else did, but the time I had was a hell of a ride. And let me tell you something. When Chris Hill tells you that he cared about him, that was absolutely correct, because nobody could smack the captain around and get away with it like Dr. Jerome. Trust and believe. I saw it happen more than once. Let's get back to it on Captain and Company in the Morning on this 2 for Tuesday.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?
is a feast. Rolling in the Rolls Royce Caniche. Only the doctors got this, I'm hiding from police. Cocaine seats, all white like I got the whole thing bleached. Drug dealer chic. I'm wondering if a thug's prayers reach. It's pious, for God loves pious. Socrates asks who's biased, who y'all seek. Off Plato, screech. I'm out here balling, I know you hear my sneaks. Jesus was a carpenter, Yeezy, lay beats. Overflow, the Holy Ghost, get the out your seats. Preach.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? We make it out alive. Alright. No church in a while. Live by you. Desire. I stay by you. Walk through the fire. Your love is my scripture. Let me in through your encryption. Yeah. Coke on a black skin made it stripe like a zebra. I call that jungle fever. You on that control the threesome, just roll the till I get me some. We formed a new religion. No sins as long as there's permission. And deception is the only felony. To never nobody without telling me. Sunglasses and Advil. Last night was mad real. Sun coming up 5 a.m. I wonder if they got cabs still. Thinking about the girl in all leopard who was rubbing the wood like Kiki Shepard. 2 tattoos, 1 red, no apologies. The other said love is cursed by monogamy. That's something that the pastor don't preach. That's something that a teacher can't teach. When we die, the money we can't keep, but we probably spend it all cause the pain ain't cheap. Preach. Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? We make it out alive. Alright. No church in a while. No church in a while. No church in a while. No church in a while.
This is a radio message.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
It's 2 for Tuesday.
Oh my God! Now that's me killed in this moving CB radio show, and I don't even have a handle.
Clap for a with his rapping. Blow a stack for your with your trapping. Clap for a with his rapping. Blow a stack for your with your trapping. Time for. Coming up, coming down. Ride clean, fix your hair in my crown. Bad H-Town. Keep it trill, y'all know y'all can f*** around. Paris where we been, pop my Parisian. It's whole time and no time, it's all y'all season. Bordeaux and Burgundies, flush out a Riesling. When hoes out, them out, y'all put y'all weaves in and clap for a with his rapping. Blow a stack for your with your trapping. Spent all my euros on tuxes and weird clothes. I party with weirdos. Yeah, ho, yeah, ho. I don't pop, I rock time for. International, bring back the Concord. Numbers don't lie, check the scoreboard. Time for. Time show. Soundboy burial, this my Wayne Perry flow. Y'all know nothing about Wayne Perry though. District of Columbia, on your tumblers. Hashtags and retweets. 140 characters in these streets. Pardon my laughing, y'all only flagging on beats. Pardon my laughing, I happen to think you sweet. I don't pop, I rock time for. International, bring back the Concord. Numbers don't lie, check the scoreboard. Time for. Time for. Time for. Time for. Time for.
Oh man, homie.
So though, coming up, coming down, ride clean, fix your hair in my crown, bad H-Town, keep it trill, y'all know y'all can f around. Coming up, coming down, ride clean, fix your hair in my crown, bad H-Town, keep it trill, y'all know y'all can f around. Hold up. I don't pop, I rock time for.
Slick Vic back here once again on Captain the Company in the morning. Time to finish up hour number 1 on this 2 for Tuesday with your entertainment report dedicated in the memory of the man who always tells you if you're driving, drive slow, if you're flying, fly low, and if you're drinking, stay off the sidewalk because that's where the drunks will be at. This one's for you, Dr. Jerome. We love you, my brother. We'll take why Florida is stupid for 2000, please. The same Orlando amusement park where a teenager fell from a ride and died earlier this year has paused a new sniper-like laser shooting game amid criticism following the recent slate of mass shootings. Bullseye Blast let riders of the 400-foot wheel at Icon Park pay an extra $5.95 to shoot laser blasters, 50 targets strategically placed along rooftops throughout the park. Yeah, that's why Florida's the dumbest place in the history of Western civilization. In a statement issued Saturday, park officials said that while the ride had been, quote, well received by customers, some had questioned whether it was appropriate following the mass shootings in Chicago, Uvalde, Buffalo, and in the Indiana Mall this past weekend. The statement continued, quote, some non-guest community members expressed that they considered the toy shooting device to be insensitive. The attractions industry has many similar games which use similar shooting devices, so that is what we were limited to do when exploring the game. However, we believe that a device can and should be designed which does not offend anyone in the community. Of course, these people forget that there was a shooting that took place at Pulse where they recently celebrated an anniversary. But again, this is Florida where common sense is not common at all. A little over 2 months after dating expert Kevin Samuels passing, his cause of death has finally been revealed. According to reports, Samuels died due to a bout of hypertension, a severe condition stemming from higher than normal amounts of blood pressure against the artery walls. The examiner also noted that Samuels has taken Athanol, a medication that is specifically used to treat hypertension. This finding rules out any suspicion of foul play, as the 57-year-old's demise has now been classified as a natural cause. At the time of his passing, Samuels was in his Atlanta apartment with a young lady named Hortensia Alcantara, who relayed to EMTs that he had collapsed in her presence but was currently unresponsive. We continue to send our prayers out to the family and friends of Kevin Samuels. That'll wrap up our entertainment report for this morning. Slick Vic signing off in time to get ready for hour number 2 on this 2 for Tuesday. Coming up here at Captain the Company.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Then here is a great idea. Donate your car now and help local veterans in your area. Yes, one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program, and within a few days we will come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised goes to help local veterans and their families, and you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. we make it easy. Make this free call now and book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Donation Program now.
Call 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
Hey, this is Kayla, and my dad and I wanted to remind you that you don't have to sit by your computer all day long just to listen to this station. All you have to do is download the TuneIn app, save it onto your smartphone, then type in the name of the station you're listening to, and that's it. How cool is that? Anytime, any place, and anywhere. The TuneIn app from this station in the Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network.
Hey, Kansas City, got bugs, rats in the front room, roaches in the back? Better call our guy Johnny and the folks at Ed Milberger Pest Control. 913-498-BUGS. That's 913-498-2847. With over 120 years experience in the field, their technicians will rid your home or business of those unwanted, unsightly insects, spiders, rodents, termites, and more. Check them out on Facebook. Ed Milberger Pest Control. 913-498-BUGS. That's 913-498-2847. A household name in Kansas City Pest Control since 1939. Proudly employee-owned and operated. Se habla español.
Disney on Ice is hitting the road, and you're invited. Experience the coolest new adventure with your family and all your Disney friends. From Toy Story 4, The Lion King, Frozen, Moana, Aladdin, and more. Once the fun starts, it never stops. Discover where the road leads you at Disney on Ice Road Trip Adventures.
Tickets on sale now. Coming to the Amway Center September 2nd through 4th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com for show details.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track. Daytona. A last chance to keep playoff hopes alive and for fans to experience an event unlike any other. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Make some noise!
Oldschool101.com. WFCH Digital Broadcast.
Number 1,
Winter Park, Orlando, Florida.
They're Americans!
Part of the Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network.
Text your friends.
Copyright 2022.
The one and only. You rocking with the best.
Our primary objective is to keep the groove.
Orlando, get ready to experience a night of R&B hits after hits. It's the R&B Music Experience Keith Sweat Birthday Celebration. Friday, July 22nd at the Amway Center, Orlando, Florida, with Keith Sweat. With a performance like you've never seen before on his birthday, Keith Sweat. It's going to be an epic music experience with Monica, Tevin Campbell, Tamar Braxton, Genuine, 112, and Silk. It's the R&B Music Experience Keith Sweat Birthday Celebration, Friday, July 22nd at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. Tickets on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Another global events production.
He has greater muscle mass than 2 football players and a Canadian. But the key to his success is speed. And when he eats, his hands are a blur. And within that blur is resolve. And within that resolve is greatness.
Captain and Company in the morning.
It's 2 for Tuesday.
You're gonna love this.
Shake 'em up, drink 'em down, then smoke 'em if you got 'em.
3, 2, 1.
Right about now, you're about to be possessed by the sounds of MC Rawface and DJ Easy Rock.
Hour number 2 of Captain Company in the morning on a 2 for Tuesday, celebrating Dr. Jerome's going home party, day number 2. Flight number 2456 in the air and everywhere.
came to get down, get down, get down. Come on, everybody, let's all get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid. I mean outrageous. Stay away from me if you're contagious, cause I'm the winner. No, not a loser. To be an MC is what I choose. Ladies love me, girls adore me. I mean, even the ones who never saw me like the way that I rhyme at a show. The reason why, man, I don't know. So let's go, cause my name is Rob, I got a real funky concept. Listen up, 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 cause I'm gonna keep you in step. Listen up, I got a real funky concept. Listen up, I got a real funky concept. Listen up, I got a real funky concept. Listen up, cause I'm gonna keep you in step. I got an idea that I wanna share. You don't like it, so what? I don't care. I'm number one, the uno, I like calm. Bring all the suckers, cause all of them I'll stomp. Won't neglect, but I will protect. All of my followers, cause all I want is respect. I'm not a boxer, but the man who rocks ya. A slick brother that can easy out fox ya. Cause I'm Bob, the last name basis. And over mic, I'm known to be the freshest. So let's start, it shouldn't be too hard. I'm not a sucker, so I don't need a bodyguard. I won't flex, wear bulletproof vests. Don't smoke Buddha, can't stand sex, yes. The situation that the bass is in. I'm kinda stingy, that's why I don't wanna win. A funky rhyme to a foe or a good friend. Now listen up, cause I want you to comprehend. Cause I'm the leader, the man, superior. I take curia and then you get worrier. So that's it, my rhymes are not counterfeit. The record sells, which makes this one a hit. It won't hurt to listen to Red Alert. Red Alert, Red Alert, Red Alert, Red Alert. It won't hurt to listen to Red Alert. Red Alert, Red Alert, Red Alert, Red Alert. It won't hurt to listen to Red Alert. Take off the shirt, make sure it don't hit the dirt. I like the kids, the guys, the girls. I won't get done cause this is raw bass world. I'm on a mission, you better just listen to my rhymes cause I'm all about dissing cause it takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. Get loose now. Get loose now. Get loose now. 1, 2, 3, get loose now. Get loose now. Get loose now. Get loose now. 1, 2, 3, get loose now. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. I stand alone, don't need anyone. Cause I'm raw, just came to have fun. Don't need friends that act like foes. Cause I'm raw, face the one who knows about things that make you get weary. Don't cheer me, just hear me out. Cause I got the clout, shout. Before I turn the party out, I won't stutter, project my voice, speak clearly. So you can be my choice on stage or on record. Go to the Wiz and select it. Take it off the rack, if it's whack, put it back. I like the Whopper, the Big Mac. If you want static, so let's go. So, throw up your hands, go for what you know. Bro, I got an ego. Yo, talking to me? No. Oh, cause Robbers in the front, Easy Rockers on the back up. We're not soft, so you better just slack up. Cause I'm cool, calm, just like a breeze. Rock the mic with the help of Easy. Rock, rock, rock.
Rock the house, y'all. Rock the house, y'all.
Rock the mic with the help of Easy. Rock. On the set, the music play. Only cuts the records that I sing. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
The most music, the most music on the weekend, allowed by law.
The law!
And it's all being brought to you by
Rob Bass and Seduction. Both of them using the number 2. Since today is 2 for Tuesday. Duh. Black radio never did 2 for Tuesday. I never could understand why. I learned this trick from rock radio. They even did triple shots. Dr. Jerome loved triple shots. So did I. So does Slick Vic right here on Captain Company in the morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. I most certainly do.
Yes. How was that the weekend pub crawl you encountered?
It was fun. I will say that much. I checked out of there about midnight. Once we got to Wall Street, I looked at my roommate and said, "Yep, I think we've had our fun. Let's go."
Oh, okay. All right. I wouldn't use the word checked out of here unless you're
Okay, let me allow me rephrase. We decided to call it an evening.
Okay, very good, because if you check out of here, like I tried to
That
explain
means
to
we
some
ain't coming
people,
back.
that's another way of saying that you have passed on, you have left the planet, you are a dead person. And in the next hour, we're going to talk about that on the air on Captain and Company in the Morning. Serious talk now. When you die, what you should have done before you left. Because we're finding out that a minor technicality has caused, well,
a major issue.
Yes, and black folks don't like to talk about death. We do not. It's like we're invincible. Well, guess what? We're going to talk about it. We're going to record it. And if you don't like it, then change the channel. And when you die and you go on to wherever you're going to and your family is fighting over stupid stuff and you're looking back down on them going, oh my God, I should have taken care of that. Well, then you get the gist of it. So that's next hour on Captain Company. Also, since we're still celebrating the life and times of Dr. Jerome on Friday, this Friday, Turbo B from Snap will be in the studio to not only mix in hour number 3, but to reminisce about our homeboy. So, Freestyle Friday will be off the chain. I'm trying to figure out who's going to mix. Is Rachel going to do it? Is Joey G going to be in it? Or DJ Big Smooth? But I do know that Turbo B will be here. And also next Wednesday, Jacksonville Jaguars road trip going to Happy Jacks, Jags training camp. We will be up there for that. And we will be streaming from there 8:30 to 10:30 on our Captain and Company page as you get the best of Captain and Company in the morning. So that could have some comedy in there with Jerome as well as Uncle Paulie. And actually, I found a picture of Uncle Paulie and Jerome standing next to each other. That's kind of scary, don't you think?
Wow.
And we were in Daytona at the track for, I don't know which race it was. It could have been either the 500 or the
400.
Or the 400. Or it could even have been the firecracker race they used to have on the 4th of July. But we are going to talk about racing coming up shortly. But in the meantime, something big has happened out in D.C. With our boy Bernie Thompson. What happened, Slickster?
Yes, Representative Benny Thompson, the chairman of the House Select Committee investigating January 6th, tested positive for COVID. His office announced earlier this morning. His test, however, will not impact their upcoming primetime hearing scheduled for Thursday, even if the chairman is unable to attend.
You know what I'm beginning to think about these COVID tests that everybody's taking now? Mm-hmm. Aren't these the one that the government sent to you free?
Captain, did you forget? It's time for the daily comedy bit. I'm looking out for you, buddy.
Now, we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio. And here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's go start again. From coming out of the record. Play the record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions, and then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but man, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want to make a concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a up-tempo record every time I do a death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. It's a last time I want somebody to use his brain to not come out of a record that is that's up tempo, and I got to talk about a dog dying. What is this? Ponderous, man. Ponderous. Ponderous.
Oh yeah, non-stop music. Rick Dees, let me get that phone. All right, you got a special request?
Okay, I want to make a concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a up-tempo record every time I do a death dedication.
No problem. We'll play it for you. Here's the death dedication, just for you.
Speak up, Jack. Love you like a play cousin.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are 7 acknowledged wonders of the world. You are about to witness the 8th. Standing in the spotlight on Showcase are 12 young men who have given you such tunes as the Grunt, Pass the Peas, Give Me Some More. Ladies and gentlemen, without no doubt, these are the JBs.
Hit it. Oh, how you feel, brother? Feeling good. You feel good? Feeling good. Play so much bone, brother. How you feel, man? I feel all right. I'll call your name. I don't want no people to know you're in here. How you feel, fellas? Hey, Jam! Sure getting down. Look at him! Ha! We're gonna have a funky good time. We're gonna have a funky good time. We're gonna have a funky good time. Ha! We're gonna have a funky good time. Let's take 'em up, Fred. We gotta take you high. Do it again. You want to do it again, huh? Yeah, let's go on back. We gotta take you high. Brother. Yeah. Now I want everybody. Let's Brad blow about 2 choruses, and then I want to wave you in. Let's go and do that. We did this now. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get that fella with the little horn over there. You know, James Horn on me. Brad, can you take us higher? Take us higher. Brad! 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 I believe, hey, Brad Thomas, brother, I'm getting ready to wave y'all in. You know what? I feel so down. I need to get down. In order for me to get down, I got to get in D. In order for me to get down, I got to get in D. Need to get in D. Dog the D. Down D. Funky D. Shaking D. Down D. Ow! Ow! Get on down. Morgan Lamb, you like D? That make him think about making a big M. Look here. Look at that. Is you over there? We better sing one verse first. What we gotta do? Gotta have a funky good time. Oh yeah. Gotta have a funky good time. Oh yeah. Gotta have a funky good time. I didn't know you were singing, Fred. Don't moan so much, brother. Don't moan so much. Gotta have a funky good time. Take 'em up, then. We gotta take you high. Wait a minute. Now, who you say that was over there?
Maybe looking cat. I know I've seen him somewhere. Is that Maceo?
He's doing everything over there. When you got a hold of something hot, don't let it get away. No, no, no.
Oh, baby, as we touch each other, it feels so out of sight. Yes, it does.
So baby, let's do it right. Tear it up tonight. What you wanna do? What do you want me to do?
Let me tell you, baby, what I want you to do.
Work that sucker to death. I work that sucker to death. Go ahead, go ahead.
My soul on fire. Work that sucker to death. Come on now. Work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Come on now. Work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Come on now. Work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Come on now. Work that sucker to death.
Fill my cup with ecstasy. Fill me through and through.
To show you all my passion, take me all night long. Yes, it will.
So let's work it right. Make it long and strong. What you wanna do? What you want me to do?
Let me tell you, darling, what I want you to do.
I work that sucker to death. I work that sucker to death. Why don't you? I work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Come on, y'all. Work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Come on, y'all. Work that sucker to death. Take it. Work that sucker. Work that sucker to death. Come on, y'all.
Let's twerk that duck at the set. I'm not gonna sing with y'all.
Work. Work that sucker to death. Come on, y'all. Hey, Boosie, baby. I think we employed, baby. I think we's employed. I think we got a gig, baby. And Xavier said they're gonna give us a gig. Are you still in the union, Boosie? Do you need a union card? We work. We sure enough need a gig, baby. Hey, work that sucker to death. Come on now, work that sucker to death. Hey, work that sucker to death, y'all. Work that sucker to death. Everybody, work that sucker to death.
Better.
Hi, girls. Sit your women's here. Sucking those tummies and touch those toes. Ready on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And work that body. Work that body. Ah, come on.
Work that sucker to death. Come on now, work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Come on now, work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Sucker to death. Work that sucker to death.
Watch your mouth.
Work that sucker to death. Sucker to death. Work that sucker to death.
Oh, no, not the snake.
All right now. Work that sucker to death. Sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Sucker to death. Work that sucker to death.
1, 2, 1, 2. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Woo!
Work that sucker to death. Sucker to death. Work that sucker to death.
Oh, I did my woo-saws right there. Y'all ain't working me to death, damn it.
We interrupt this program for a special announcement.
Captain and Company in the morning, rolling along on this 2 for Tuesday. Slick Vic back again with some more news you can use this hour.
4 years later, the horrific details of the shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School are being recounted in court.
3 days before this massacre, the defendant in this case made a cell phone video on his cell phone. And this is what the defendant said. My goal is at least 20 people with an AR-15 and some tracer rounds.
In opening statements, the state described, quote, cold, calculated, manipulative, deadly actions.
I'm going to speak to you about the unspeakable, about planned, systematic murder, mass murder of 14 children, an athletic director, a teacher, and a coach.
The prosecution went through each of the gunman's movements down the school's hallways and classrooms, each person shot, and how the gunman went back and fired at some again.
The other students are running away down the hall. They're running from the defendant.
Jurors replayed the 911 call made by a teacher on the first floor.
Almost instantly, I called 911 just out of instinct. They couldn't hear me over the sound of the gunshots. It was so incredibly loud. And that was it. We just hid under my desk. We hid in the corners, and we tried to stay as quiet as possible.
During testimony from students in classrooms shot into, jurors viewed video evidence. The audio played in the court.
We were just sitting, kind of like sitting ducks.
States today will begin rolling out a new number for the suicide prevention hotline, 988. The number can be used similar to how 911 is used for emergencies. And all phone service providers will be required to connect callers to the lifeline beginning today. The existing number uses 10 digits, and mental health professionals say the change will help expand services and make them more accessible to people seeking help. Sam Brinton from the Trevor Project, a nonprofit that focuses on suicide prevention efforts among LGBTQ youth, said the number shift could help those in need in a more efficient way.
I think of what I was going through when I was having those really hard days, those really black days of my mind. Remembering phone numbers was nearly impossible. I know that if there's a fire, I call 911. And if there is going to be a mental health emergency, I call 988. It will normalize it. It will say that just like we treat any other emergency, we should be treating the emergencies of the mind.
After dialing or texting 988, you'll be connected with a trained mental health professional at a local or regional crisis center.
And that's what's going on in the world we live in at this particular hour. I'll talk to you throughout the remainder of today's show. And now the captain will tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how many bottles of baby powder am I going to need to deal with this weather outside in Orlando today?
8! You'll need 8 of them! All right, Toronto, good morning. The heat is on up there, 82 already, going up to 90 later on today. DC's checking in at 85, going up to 90 as well. Kansas City already in the 80s. You're going up to a C nose. San Francisco with Doc and the gang, I got 62 out of 67. Los Angeles is already at 72 out of 87. And Orlando is already at 86 out of 93. Wow, isn't that really simple to figure out? We've got some serious topics to talk about next hour. And what's up with Bubba Wallace? That's coming up next. But first, Captain Company in the morning. The Dr. Jerome going home party day number 2. At least his ex-wife ain't gonna stop us here.
You make me happy. This you can bear. You split right beside me, yeah. And I won't forget. And I really love you. You should know. I wanna make sure I'm right, boy, before I let go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now we had a good time that we can say. We hurted each other, yeah, yeah. And boy, it's a shame. I won't be foolish, no. I wanna know. I wanna make sure I'm right, boy, before I let go. You know I thank God sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Oh, before I let you go. I would never let you go before I go. Pull up to Coachella, and boots with the ghost feathers. I brought the squad with me, black on black bandanas. I you say it's champagne. I did the damn thing. You did Diana, singing and dancing all in the rain. Ooh, I just wanna have a good time. Turn around, kick inside, and twirl yourself to the right now. Ooh, funny hop, drop, up, cross your legs, turn around and clap, shuffle to the left, let's glide now. Ooh, drop it down low, 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 low to the floor. Bring it up, tap then roll. Step on them, step on them, step on them, step on them, kick on them, something you step. Swag the right, serve the left, work the middle till it hurt a little. slow.
Take off the slow. Vamos a México.
Drink 'em up, drink 'em down, then smoke. Drink 'em up, drink 'em down, then smoke. Drink 'em up, 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 drink 'em down, then smoke 'em if you got 'em.
You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. I'm telling everybody, 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 everybody. Now I just fell in love, and I just quit my job. I'm gonna find no drive. Damn, they work me so damn hard. Work by 9, then off past 5. And they work my nerves, that's why I cannot sleep at night. Motivation, I'm looking for a new foundation, yeah. And I'm on that new vibration. I'm building my own foundation, yeah. Hold up, oh baby, baby, you won't break my soul. 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 I tell everybody, 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 everybody.
Release your anger, release your mind, release your job, release the time, release your trade, release the stress, release your love, forget the rest.
I'ma let down my hair, 'cause I lost my mind. B is back and I'm sleeping real good at night. Queens in the front and the doms in the back. Ain't taking no flicks, but the whole click snap. There's a whole lot of people in the house trying to smoke with the yak in your mouth. And we back outside. You said you outside, but you ain't that outside. Worldwide hoodie with the mask outside. In case you forgot how we act outside. Motivation. I found me a new foundation, yeah. Trigger my new salvation. And I'ma build my own foundation, yeah. Oh, baby, baby, you won't break my soul. 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 And I'm telling everybody, 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 yeah. You don't seek it, you won't see it, that we all know. Can't break my soul. You don't think it, you won't be it, that love ain't yours. Can't break my soul. Trying to fake it never makes it, that we all know. Can't break my soul. Can have the stress and I'll take less, I'll justify love. We go round in circles, searching for love. We go up and down, lost and found, searching for love. Looking for something that lives inside me. Something that lives inside me. You won't break my soul. 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 Telling everybody, telling everybody, everybody, everybody. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. No, no. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. And I'm telling everybody, 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 everybody. Taking my new salvation. And I'm gonna build my own foundation, yeah. Good motivation. I done found me a new foundation, yeah. I'm taking my new salvation. And I'ma build my own foundation, yeah.
Vamos a México. Release your anger, release your mind, release your job, release the time, release your trade, release the stress, release your love, forgive the rest.
Who gets what? And I mean,
Hey, don't say too much, Captain. We gotta save a little meat on the
Yes,
bone
yes.
for when we talk about on 11:20.
okay, yes. Oh, I got a lot of meat on the bone because you know this.
Yes.
You know,
we just give them a little sample.
No, don't give him a sample. I want that fat on that bone because.
No, I'm talking about what we talked about right now was a little sample.
Okay, but that's all they get. That they don't need anymore. They don't need anymore.
Yes.
Okay, 49 after the hour on flight 2456. Like I said, Turbo B from Snap will be in studio not only to talk about Dr. Jerome on Freestyle Friday, but to actually mix live in studio. So we're looking forward to that. Tell your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, and of course your probation officer, since you still have to pee in that cup. Next Wednesday, Jacksonville morning show. We will be there. Yours truly, along with our buddy Kumo Kyle, covering the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Meaning that and that means, Captain, we will be getting a best of.
Yes, best
while
of.
y'all are handling business in Happy Jacks.
I'm going to go out on a limb. The Jags this year got to be 8-8, at least 8-8.
You mean 8 and 9 because they play 17 games.
Okay, well, no, they should be 9 and 8 then. I'm gonna go. They're gonna squeeze into the playoffs.
Ooh. So we have you on record.
I'm on record.
50
yes.
after the hour.
Yes.
July 19th.
Yes.
Captain Chris Hill has decreed that the Jacksonville Jaguars will make the playoffs.
Yes. Now, about them beating my former team on September the 11th, well, I don't know about that one.
The Washington Redskin potatoes?
Yeah, I don't know. David Wolf, he's our contact guy up there in Jacksonville, and he's laughing. Because he knows I was a Skins fan. I mean, damn near born and raised. Well, I wasn't born in D.C. I was born in L.A. and raised in D.C. I mean, those were my formidable years.
Yes.
I even remember one time riding my bicycle down there. Anybody who lives in D.C. or inside of the Beltway will know what I'm talking about. I was riding my bicycle from Fort Myer down to Columbia Pike along the shoulder of Washington Boulevard. Washington Boulevard's damn near an expressway. So I'm riding my bike, and I dropped my football off the back of my bike.
Uh-oh.
And by the time I realized I dropped my football, the United States Park Police stopped and picked it up. So I get home, I call my mom, she's working at the Pentagon, the CEO, and she calls over to the Park Police. Hey, my son lost his football on Washington Boulevard, and they're going to say, well, nobody found the football. Them rat bastards stole my football. A little black snotty-nosed kid, 8 years old, 9 years old, in D.C., loses his football, and they kept it. I'm very distraught. Very distraught. I don't trust the government. I don't trust Park Police. I don't even trust... Oh, my God. I just don't trust anybody anymore. I don't. I can't. Especially after what Doc went through. Speaking of going through things, real quick on sports, because I know BP did not talk about this. I watched the race up in New Hampshire, where the NASCAR race, where the winner was one of Joe Gibbs's boys.
Yes.
And he had the Rheem air conditioning logo on the front of his racing outfit. I want one of those outfits too. Anybody want you talk about for a Christmas present?
Christopher Bell.
Okay.
Yes, Christopher Bell was the gentleman who crossed victory lane. 14th different winner in the Cup Series this year.
Now, Christopher Bell has got on a Rheem air conditioning uniform, and maybe he should have given it to the people in England who are burning up, who don't know anything about air conditioning in a subway. You would think there would be some air blowing on somebody underground, you think?
You would think.
Like that. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think the New York subway trains are air conditioned, are they?
Yes, probably using those same things that probably provide air conditioning to those subways in Europe that we talked about in hour number one.
Okay, now I'm going to I'm going to give you a Mick Dolan question. Have you been on a subway train in New York?
No, I never even been to New York.
So how can you say that there's air conditioning on their subway trains? Thank you. As we keep moving right along, I do know that there's air conditioning on the D.C. Metro because they were building the Metro when we moved away from Washington in 1975. But anyhow, what I'm trying to get at is Bubba Wallace actually finished third in the race in New Hampshire. Bubba Wallace finished third, and nobody on TV, when I came back to the race after it was over, said anything about Brother Bubba finishing third. Why is that?
I have no answer, Captain. And here's the thing: if you follow racing, after the race, they always have interviews with some of the drivers that finished in the top 10. Now, naturally, you have the interview with Bell, who won the race. You have Chase Elliott, who finished second. They interviewed him. They didn't interview Bubba, who finished third, but Schwader Ray, that's his best finish since he finished second this year over at the World Center of Racing, the Daytona 500. Only his second top 10 finish all year. They interviewed Martin Truex Jr., who led the race the majority of the time, and they interviewed Kevin Harvick, who rounded out the top 5.
Are they scared to interview a black race car driver that actually did something good?
It feels that way to me.
Do I need to ask that question with Rowdy Maglite when we get to Daytona? I spoke to Rowdy yesterday. Rowdy's been under the weather. That's why he hasn't been traveling. But
that might be something that might be up for discussion, Captain. And by the way, I do want to bring this up. We get on Bubba so much, and rightfully so. Here's why, Captain. In the NASCAR series this year, he only has 2 top 10 finishes and only 3 top 10 finishes and 4 top 15 finishes. As compared to last year, Captain, where Bubba Wallace had 5 top 10 finishes and a win at Talladega. And for all y'all who are saying, well, it was a rain delay, well, y'all weren't saying that when people win Daytona 500s and rain delays, so y'all can kiss my you-know-what.
You're right about that. You're absolutely right. There's nothing wrong with expellishing.
A win is a win is a win.
Yes. Expellishing your backside. That's okay. I completely understand. Because, Bubba Wallace is out there. He's driving with the good old boys, and he's doing not too bad. And even Jesse Iwuji's out there doing something.
And here's the thing. If he wins one of the next 2 races, he has a chance to still make the NASCAR playoffs.
I want him to win in Daytona. We'll be out there for August 27th. Going to be up there on top of the, the Winnebago with Daytona Tom and the gang. Eating lovely, drinking lovely, going, Bubba, you got to get, Bubba, if you don't win, just keep right on driving. Drive right on down 95 and just going down there, South Florida. Keep going, Bubba. Just keep right on driving, Bubba. We love you, Bubba, but if you don't win in Daytona, you just keep on going 95 South and just keep it like, just go, mash the gas and ride.
Look, you know what, Captain, on that being said,
spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat.
Swing and a miss. Slam dunk. Touchdown. Sports.
From the shores of the St. John's at the A7BN Sports Desk, this is BP with your daily sports wrap, presented by Premier Oracle Elevator. Give John Gill a call for all of your vertical transportation needs at 321-316-8558. Today's sports wrap is also brought to you in honor and memory of Dr. Jerome Griffin by Cancer. You think you're offended by the word we're offended by the word cancer. Go to learn more at cancer.org about how they can help you join the fight against cancer. And in case you were wondering, yes, that is an actual organization put up on the website. I found them from my time in the rock music scene. Let's get on to the dead zone that is sports, because there ain't a whole lot to talk about, but I'll do my level best. Home Run Derby's in the books, and boy, that was an exciting finish. A pair of 20-somethings went at it as Juan Soto and Julio Rodriguez battled it out in the finals. Rodriguez had hit damn near 80 home runs in the entire stretch of the Derby. He finished in the final round with 18 homers. Julio Rodriguez tied him up and knocked over a 19th homer in the bonus period to win the Derby. He is the second youngest man to win the Home Run Derby at 23 years old and representing the Washington Nationals. Now we'll go to the All-Star game, which will determine home field advantage for the World Series. AL All-Stars and the NL All-Stars take place tonight. First pitch, 8 o'clock. McClanahan versus Kershaw, your starting pitchers. Now I'll have a full recap for you of the All-Star game tomorrow on the Sports Wrap. Deion Sanders will donate half of his salary to Jackson State University to complete their football facility. Half of that salary coming for renovations, announcing on Instagram. Coach Prime signed a 4-year deal worth an average of $300,000 per year in 2020. Sanders says he wanted to up his donation to half of that salary to make sure the facility is ready a month before the season starts. His target date for completion is August 4th, according to the Jackson Clarion Ledger. He says, quote, "I'll put half on it to get this done. If you don't believe me, check me. I will send you the receipts." Jackson State opens up the season September 4th in Miami against Florida A&M. Not a whole lot to write home about on the scoreboard. MLS action later this weekend. Football will pick up later this weekend. WNBA action was quiet last night. Tonight, however, we have 3 games. 11:30 this morning on NBA TV, the Liberty will take on the Sun. 10 o'clock tonight on NBA TV, the Dream will take on the Aces. And at 10:30 on CBS Sports Network, you can catch the Fever in Los Angeles as they take on the Sparks in Crypto.com Arena. From the shores of the St. John's, this is BP with your A7BN Sports Wrap for this 2 for Tuesday. Let's get back to work on Captain and Company in the morning.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track. Daytona. A last chance to keep playoff hopes alive and for fans to experience an event unlike any other. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Orlando, get ready to experience a night of R&B hits after hits. It's the R&B Music Experience Keith Sweat Birthday Celebration. Friday, July 22nd at the Amway Center, Orlando, Florida, with Keith Sweat. With a performance like you've never seen before on his birthday, Keith Sweat. It's going to be an epic music experience with Monica, Tevin Campbell, Tamar Braxton, Genuine, 112, and Silk. It's the R&B Music Experience Keith Sweat Birthday Celebration, Friday, July 22nd at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. Tickets on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Another global events production.
Hey, Kansas City, got bugs, rats in the front room, roaches in the back? Better call our guy Johnny and the folks at Ed Milberger Pest Control. 913-498-BUGS. That's 913-498-2847. With over 120 years experience in the field, their technicians will rid your home or business of those unwanted, unsightly insects, spiders, rodents, termites, and more. Check them out on Facebook. Ed Milberger Pest Control. 913-498-BUGS. That's 913-498-2847. A household name in Kansas City Pest Control since 1939. Proudly employee owned and operated. Se habla español.
Make some noise!
Oldschool101.com. WFCH Digital Broadcast.
Number 1,
Winter Park, Orlando, Florida.
They're Americans!
Part of the Aquarius 7 Broadcasting Network.
Text your friends.
Copyright 2022.
The one and only. You're rocking with the best.
Our primary objective is to keep the groove.
Disney on Ice is hitting the road, and you're invited. Experience the coolest new adventure with your family and all your Disney friends. From Toy Story 4, The Lion King, Frozen, Moana, Aladdin, and more. Once the fun starts, it never stops. Discover where the road leads you at Disney on Ice Road Trip Adventures.
Tickets on sale now. Coming to the Amway Center September 2nd through 4th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com for show details.
We interrupt this program for a late news bulletin.
Breaking news.
Temperatures in the Midwest for the next 10 days. Places like Dallas, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, down to San Antonio, maybe even over to Memphis. 110 or better. And you're crying in England, it's 100 degrees or 108. Wow. And you've never been to Florida? Give me a break. Y'all don't know what heat is.
This is a radio message. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
It's 2 for Tuesday.
Dirty mouth, huh? What have you been up to?
Drink 'em up, drink 'em down, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Dr. Jerome knew when to check out of here. It's hot as hell. What am I talking about? The United States? Hell? On Earth? Really?
Look out. R-O-C-K-J-A-M.
This is a radio message.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
It's 2 for Tuesday.
Dirty mouth, huh? What have you been up to?
Drink 'em up, drink 'em down, then smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Captain Company on the Captain Company Radio Network, flight number 2456 at 2 for Tuesday. Day number 2 of celebrating the life and times of Dr. Jerome Griffin. It's so hot here on Earth. No wonder he got the hell out of here. Currently, right now in London, England, it is 102 degrees. Slick Vic, it's hotter in London than it is right here in good old Orlando. Orlando's just 89 right now, but it's muggy as hell.
A mild 89.
A mild 89. Now, since we're across the pond, our friends in Madrid, Spain, checking in at 91, but before the week is out, they're talking about temperatures around 104 degrees. Ooh. Then further south, where I used to hang out at, Naval Air Station Rota, Spain, right now, along the Atlantic, it is 82 right now. 67 tonight. And, wow, Sunday they might get up to 98, but no 100 in southern Spain. Please, that doesn't happen. Not on the Atlantic side, at least. Since I'm just babbling on, trying to kill some time before we get to 11:20 as promised, I realized I forgot something, Vic.
Yes, you forgot 2 things.
Okay, I forgot the happy birthday, so let's get that out of the way.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Birthdays today. Guess what? There's not that many of them. First of all, I want to say happy birthday to former program director Willie the Dr. D. Clark. If it wasn't for Willie D., I never would have started my radio career after I left Naval Air Station Rota, Spain. Thank you, sir. And atta, good afternoon back at you. Also, my boy L. Smooth down there in the Treasure Coast. He and I worked together at 104.7 The Flame, the last FM radio station I worked at. Also celebrating birthdays today, famous folks, Samuel Colt. Do you know who he was? Vic, Samuel Colt.
No.
Come on, real quick. Colt 45, not malt liquor, the gun. He invented the 45 automatic gun. Lizzie Borden, do you remember what she did?
Lizzie Borden, was she some sort of entertainer?
No, she whacked her mother with an axe 40 times. Boy, you're 0 for 2. Do you remember a tennis player by the name of Ilie Natasi?
Yes.
Okay, famous person. No, you're just saying yes because you didn't want to be 0 and 3. I got that. Okay. George McGovern. He was a what? In history.
Make it 0 for 4 then.
Okay, 0 for 4. Well, no, you'd be 1 out of 4. He was the governor of South Dakota, and he ran for president of the United States. Vitaly Klitschko.
Klitschko?
Yes.
Oh, Klitschko.
Klitschko. He is a what? Or was a what? Come on. Come on. They get in a ring. They punch on each other.
He was a boxer.
Yes, and he's also a mayor of a town that was bombarded.
He is one of the mayors of Ukraine, one of the cities in Ukraine.
Yeah, Kyiv. All right, I'll give him that one.
Yes.
Yes, and last but not least, are you watching on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or whatever the hell we're on right now?
Get into YouTube right now, Captain.
Okay, you should have kept that window open. There's only this guy used to work at WESH TV here in Orlando, and then he went on to work at where?
Oh, I know he worked with Christopher Russo. Is his birthday today, isn't it?
Stuart Scott. Wrong answer.
Give me a drink, please.
Yes, wow, I can't believe Slick Vic. Stuart Scott, one of the greatest sports guys in the history of sports. A cool brother. I had a chance to meet him several times, and a shame that he's gone too soon. Gone too soon.
Happy birthday.
Captain.
Happy birthday. Birthdays are like chocolate chip cookies. If you think about how many you've had, it makes you kind of sick.
All right, I'm beginning to follow a pattern here. I think I got the pattern. Okay, 21 after the hour. Now, Vic, what did I forget before we go into this serious segment?
Okay, so there was, the reason I forgot is, the reason I thought we forgot is because we'll be talking about it after this segment and the next twofer in regards to the delays with these flights that we're all experiencing, and OIA being at the top of the list. But we're going to get to that after this segment and this next twofer.
Yes, very good. Okay, now I need some serious music because we're going to talk about Hold on, whoa. Can I start? I got to redo that again. I got to redo that one again. Yes, because that came out really good. Now we're going to talk about something serious on Captain and Company in the Morning. Okay. People, you need to have a will. I don't care how you script it, write it, transpose it. You can write it on toilet paper as far as I'm concerned. But somebody in your immediate family must know your last wishes on this planet. Mine, I will say, is on my computer. And it says what it needs to say. And the reason I'm having this conversation with you along with Slick Vic is that I heard some disturbing news the other day from the Dr. Jerome Camp about his will and testament and how his body was hijacked by his ex-wife. Did you hear me? His body was hijacked by his ex-wife. So his family, his immediate family, his sisters, his brothers, they do not have the body. The ex-wife has the body. Now, if that's not the craziest damn thing I've ever heard in the history of broadcasting, wow.
It boggles my mind that it came to that point, Cap.
You know, when I last saw Jerome last Tuesday, knowing that his time on Earth was coming to an end, I could see it. Johnny Brooklyn was with me. He could see it. And the things that he did for us, we will never forget. He said, you're going to take that trip. And he paid me, gave me the money for me to make sure that we go to Washington to cover the Jaguars and my former Washington football team. And if that's not a token of showing love and appreciation for a friendship, I don't know what one is. So anyhow, in the process of this conversation, we heard some things that were a little, well, I can't say disturbing, but I was like, what? He did what for who? And his sister kind of validated some of those things yesterday, and when I found out that the ex-wife who caused so much torment in his life towards the end stole the body from the VA, I completely lost it last night. You should have heard the words that came out of my mouth. Foul, filth, filth, and foul. Foul, filth.
You're a filth and foul.
Yes, and I said to myself, how many other people out there have somebody in their family who is up there in age and or could possibly be afflicted by some sort of a debilitating disease that could take them out, and you never have these conversations with your loved ones about what are your last wishes? Because black folks, that's not too cool for us to do that. Well, I want you to know I went down the hallway and had that conversation with the CEO, because the CEO was 80 and getting up there, and I need to know, because not for my benefit, but for her benefit, to know that her last wishes are carried out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think anybody who cares about anybody else on this planet should have that conversation with your significant others and or loved ones about your final wishes. Now, don't wait until you're 75 or 80 or whenever to have this conversation. I mean, you should have this conversation at 40, for crying out loud, because you never know. You could go out there and get into an accident with somebody who's not paying attention. And Morgan & Morgan will get half. Or slick behind Dan Newland will try to get half. I mean, I don't know. You know, I'm just saying. And I ain't got no money, so you try to sue me, you ain't getting diddly squat. Okay. So, but I'm just saying. People, you need to have these conversations about your final wishes with your loved ones. And stop this, well, just because I'm black, I'm not going to die.
You gonna die.
You gonna die. Listen. I'm gonna be like the preacher man. Everybody in here gonna die. Everybody listening to this show gonna die. We all gonna die. So the sooner you have this conversation, the better off you'll be. And it's a peace of mind that will be good for you. Because then you know what your final wishes are. Now, let me dive into this a little deeper than what I wanted to.
Let's go, Cam.
Okay. Do we have any diving sound? Do we have a dive sound effect? Hold on. Let me see. Or maybe a SPL. No. I know that's splashdown time. I need a. I know we've got a sound effect somewhere around in here, but I'm going to kill the music. I'm going to kill the music for this. When a person passes on, there should be not only a will, last will and testament, but there should also be a power of attorney. There's two types of powers of attorneys. If you do not or did not know, I'm going to educate you really quick. Hold on a minute. I gotta, get myself together. You talk about Jerome. Yes, a tear will come out of my eye. And it should come out of yours too. According to his sister, there are non-durable power of attorneys and durable power of attorneys. Jerome signed a non-durable, which specifically stated that his brother was to make his final arrangements. A durable power of attorney means that no matter what, that's the bottom line. Now, why was a non-durable given to him? I don't know. I'm not an attorney. You might need to check up on a couple of probate attorneys out there. We discussed this on Facebook. I asked a few people, actually I put it out there for Facebook forum, to tell us, name some attorneys, probate attorneys, that could assist us in, this clarification. Younglawflorida.com, Sawyer and Sawyer in Windermere, and the other one was, there's another one, Amber Jade Johnson, and that Amber is a friend of Kumo Kyle's family. So that's the one I'm going to contact in regards to my final wishes. But your family and friends, whoever is sick or is, trying to do the right thing with their final wishes, you need to have a will and testament, and you need to have a durable, DURABLE, power of attorney. Not a non-durable, but a durable. So that, like, the ex-wife or ex-husband or your ex, whoever the hell it is, their people don't steal your body like they did in the case of Dr. Jerome. Any comments? Questions? Slick Vic.
I'm looking online and understanding the differences between the non-durable and the durable power of attorneys, and that's why and of course, Captain, it all varies by what state you reside in. For example, in Connecticut, as of October 1st, 2016, any power of attorney document that is signed is a durable power of attorney.
Okay.
So not only do you have to know what the last will and testament is, but you also have to know what the power of attorney laws are specific to which state. Because they may have their own guidelines that are separate.
Okay. Interesting.
So you really have to do your research and understand what if you don't have a last will and testament, what the rules and the provisions are in that particular state. Like the state of Florida.
Okay.
They have a breakdown of who inherits certain things and what happens to that particular individual, who gets what when that person dies.
Why don't we do this? I'm going to give you Kumo Kyle's attorney friend, Amber Jade Johnson. And could you do me a favor, Vic? Let's get her on the show to talk about this.
Okay.
I think this would be, because this is something that people really need to discuss and stop bull jiving around before, because you do realize in Florida, if you don't have a will and testament and you die, the state decides who gets what. Now, do you want this? Do you want the state of Florida to decide about all your freak daddy stuff you got in that drawer in your bedroom? Who gets it?
You don't want that happening.
No, you don't want that. No, we don't want that. So, I'm serious, people. We're gonna dive even deeper into this subject because this is something we all must eventually deal with. Death, right here on Captain Company in the Morning.
There seems to be some mistake. My name is...
Ames is for tombstones, baby. You all take this honky out and waste him, now.
Waste him? Is that a good thing?
The reading is over.
You are a dead man. Do you know that?
Time to die, Iron Evil.
That's what I said. Let the man rap a plan, said he'd send him home, but his hope was a rope and he should have known. It's hard to understand there was love in this man. I'm sure all would agree that his misery was this woman and things. Now Fred is dead. That's what I said. Everybody's misused him, ripped him off and abused him. Another junkie plan, pushing dope for the man. A terrible blow, but that's how it goes. Freddy's on the corner now. If you wanna be a junkie, wow. Remember Freddy's dead. We're all built up with progress, but sometimes I must confess we can deal with rockets and dreams, but reality, what does it mean? Ain't nothing said. 'Cause Fred is dead. leave such a beautiful world with a wonderful girl. Oh, I need a woman child. Don't wanna be like Freddie now, 'cause Freddie's dead. Protect one another. No one's serious, and it makes me furious. Don't be misled. Just think of Fred. Everybody's misused him, ripped him up and abused him. Another junkie plan, pushing dope for the man. Fred is on the corner now. If you wanna be a junkie, why? Remember, Fred is dead. Fred is dead.
Lower my dead body, boy.
All right, everybody, if this doesn't get your toes tapping, then check your pulse, because you might be dead.
Ooh, we've been through this so many times. The end result always
Shalimar from back in the day talking about a dead giveaway. People, you got to take care of your house before you try to come over here and talk about my house. So if you've got, you don't have your final paperwork in order, shame on you. You need probate, maybe. No, you don't want probate. You don't want the state to divvy up your, well, those toys you have underneath the bed. Or you don't want them to know about your left-handed cigarettes that you smoke in order to get yourself in the mood for some love or something like that. Or that bikini thong that you don't want your kids to know about. You don't want the state to get into your business.
No,
And
that's why
divvy-
you need to have your business written down.
That's right. So we won't have to talk about it on this broadcast. Now, from one extreme to the other at 44 after the hour on Captain Company, flight number 2456. I told you next, or this coming Friday, Turbo B from Snap will be in the studio so we can reminisce about Dr. Jerome and let him mix us into the weekend. Next Wednesday, I told you we're going to Jacksonville to cover the Jaguars for Jags training camp between 8:30 and 10:30. Kumo Kyle will be with me. The following Saturday, we will be at Jerome's official family going home party. Since one side of the family has stolen the body and the other side is pissed beyond pistivity. And from being pissed beyond pistivity to being pissed beyond pistivity, let's just segue right into our next interesting topic. Slick Vic, what is that?
Well, Captain, as you know, traveling during the summer, there are numerous flights that are delayed and canceled. So CNN has an article up.
Oh, hold on.
about the.
You're talking about flying, right? Well, then I need to
Yes.
I need to change the music bed from Gangster Party to. Okay, there's
Yes, we need an appropriate bed. Yes.
Cabin noise on a Southwest jet. Go ahead.
Yes, exactly. So, U.S. Airlines, according to this article on CNN that was published on Saturday, says more than 100,000 flights have been canceled in the summer, with 30,000 of them taking place since Memorial Day. This is according to FlightAware.
Okay.
So they have compiled two separate lists. They have compiled several lists. One list are the airports with the most summer cancellations.
Okay, give
Newark.
us. Go. Whoa,
Yes.
whoa. Don't go from 1 to 10. Go from 10 to 1, please.
So number 10 is Charlotte Douglas, 3.4%.
Uh-huh.
Number 9, JFK. Number 8, Boston Logan. Number 7, Philly. Number 6, Pittsburgh. Number 5, Cleveland. Number 4, Raleigh, Durham. Number 3, Reagan. Number 2, LaGuardia. And Newark Liberty, number 1, with 7.9% of their flights being canceled.
Wow. And I know some people that spent money to fly into Newark, and I bet you they're probably going to not get home in time to go to work, and I'll have to hear about that one as well. Okay. Wow.
Yes. Now, as far as the top 10 airports with the most delays this summer.
Oh, delays. Okay.
Delays, yes. Number 10, Harry Reid, 26.7%. Number
Who?
9, Denver.
Slow down. Who's Harry Reid?
Harry Reid International. That's the one.
Do you know where Harry Reid International is?
Las Vegas.
Okay, that's what I need to know. Las Vegas International Airport. Harry Reid is number 10. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Number 9 is Denver International.
I've been there.
Number 8, Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International.
They got an airport?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I know that.
You're driving south. It's on that left hand.
Oh, there goes Vic's phone. Vic's phone's cutting out. I wonder, did he pay the
There we
bill?
go.
Okay, Vic did.
I did pay the bill. Thank you.
Oh, okay, all right. Number 7.
Number 6. Yeah, number 6, the MIAO.
No, you missed 7. You missed 7 because your phone
Charlotte.
cut out.
Charlotte was number 7. Charlotte Douglas was number 7.
Uh-huh.
Number 6, MIA.
Okay.
Number 5, Baltimore Washington International.
Right.
Number 4, Newark.
Okay, stop right there.
Number
Can we
3.
stop? Can we stop right there? Okay,
Yes.
the press secretary. Okay, she flew out of. Ooh, this is funny. Well, go ahead. No. Go ahead. I'll finish. I'll come back to this.
Okay, so number 3, JFK.
Right.
Number 2, OIA, Orlando.
Right.
And number 1, Chicago Midway, with 36% of their flights being delayed.
Okay, have you ever been to Chicago Midway?
I'm planning to go to Chicago in August, but I'm probably going to have to go to O'Hare instead of Midway.
A Midway is that's a POS airport. I mean, that's like flying into Nana's house over there in Gould's. No, you don't want to fly into that. Midway,
O'Hare it is.
Midway is but now listen to this. Now, I'm big time. I'm going to New York. My family taking care of me. Blah 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 blah. But you got to fly into number 4 from number 2. Get it? She left
Yikes.
Orlando International Airport, MCO, or
Which is
OIA
number
for
2.
is number 2 for flights delayed, and then you went into number 4. So what are the chances of a cluster you-know-what trying to get home?
There's a 63% chance of that happening.
Yes. See, I don't have that problem. See, I might fly out of number 2, but you did not hear D.C. Reagan talking about being delayed or any of that foolishness. See, Reagan, that's
Nope.
down. When you watch CNN and you see Wolf Blitzer and he's talking and you see this airplane flying in the background behind the Capitol building, that's Reagan. I'm downtown. Downtown. I could walk from the airport to the White House if I really wanted to. That would be like walking probably from UCF to the 417. You could do it, but I wouldn't recommend it.
We wouldn't recommend it.
But you could
You're
do
not
it.
in this heat.
Yeah, so see that I just, why would I want to fly into an airport that it's gonna just, well, I don't get it. So with that being said, and wrapping up our coverage of Dr. Jerome's going home party day number 2, I think I need to fly, Vic. So give me some flying music.
I hear you're some kind of pilot.
I'm flying! I'm flying! I'm flying like an angel up here with Dr. Jerome on the flight deck on a 2 for Tuesday. Thought it was that kind of flying. Okay, my bad. My bad.
Test for fair landing, please.
Once again, please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened and your tray tables and seat backs are in their full upright position. Flight attendants will be coming through the aisles to do their final safety checks. If you have any remaining service items, please pass those to the aisles at this time. Thank you.
You got to get up out of here.
Go time. Woo, what a way to end the show. I mean to tell you on a 2 for Tuesday. Hey, Slick Vic, parting shot.
Man, Captain, with all this hot weather going on, if you don't have to be outside, don't be outside. Stay indoors, enjoy the AC. And by AC, I mean actual air conditioning, not that Arctic chill that some people are buying at Walmart.
Okay, actually, the CEO got me mine through some magazine that she gets, and ordering all sorts of stuff out of that. All right, 2 things. Number 1, love one another, people.